This is the Roulette Master, and if you want to join a community of people that love to play roulette and get better at it every single day of the week, then go ahead and hit the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content that releases every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And I saw a lot of you joined the TRM fan club this week. That's fantastic. For those of you that haven't joined yet, you can do that for 99 cents a month and just click on the link in the description. Or also you can click join on the homepage to sign up for that. And I just really appreciate everyone's support of the channel. I have a fantastic system to show you today. This one was sent in by one of my subscribers, Randall. And he said he's been winning with this regularly at the casino, and that if you try it, you will win as well. So I can't wait to try it out today with you guys, see what we think, and let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to use dollar units today, but you can use $10 units just like any of these systems. But we're going to start by putting a split on the 2, 5, 8, 11, 26, 29, 32, 35. Those are all in the second column. And then we're also going to put $1 or 1 unit on each of the streets in the second 12, just like that. So that's the bet. We're going to go ahead and start, and I can't wait to share with you this amazing system. Okay, so we won. So anytime we're in session profit with this system, we restart. So we're just going to rebet. Here we go. That's a 14 red. Okay, and you notice the first one we won more than the second one, and that is because the 35 is in the second column, the 14 is in the second 12. When you hit in the column with the 4 splits, it pays more. So, but a win is a win. We're in new session profit. We're up $14. So let's rebet, and here we go. Okay, that's a 14 red. That's a win, but the $4 win we'll take as well. And let's go ahead and spin again. And then I'll show you what we do when we have total losses and how the rest of this goes. So that's a 3 red. Okay, we finally had a loss there. And when that happens, we're going to increase everything by 1 unit. So on this first one, you can double because it's just adding a unit. Then after that, you need to add a unit in. So here we go, and let's spin. That's a 1 red, and that's a loss. So we need to add another unit to each one of those. Here we go. We're going to add 1 to each stack. And again, you can do this with $10 units as well, if that's the minimum where you play. And we're just using dollar units today, but I'm going to go over bankroll for each, and here we go. Okay, we got the win, and we're up 6, but we're not in session profit, we're in profit. So when that happens, we go ahead and we keep the bet the same, and we rebet and we respin. So here we go. So it's important to remember where your last session high profit level was. There's a 19 red. And let's see here. And I believe now we're back in session profit. We're up 18 units. So then we restart. So let's go ahead and clear those back to the original $8 bet. And again, it's $8 because we have 1 on each of the splits that are not in the second 12, and then we have $1 on each of the streets in the second 12. Again, we prefer to hit the splits, but it's okay if we hit the second 12 as well. It still wins. So here we go. We'll take those $4 wins as well. We're up $22 or 22 units right now. So one cool thing about this is if we were playing $10 units, we would be already up $220. So that's something to keep in mind as well. That's an 8. And that was one of the ones we want to hit, which is the splits, the 4 splits in the second column. So you can see we're already up 32 units. We'd be up $320 if we were using our normal $10 units. But let's go ahead and rebet. And here we go. This is really good, Randall. Thank you for sharing this. So 16 red. We'll take a $4 win. We're up 36 units now. Let's spin again. That's a 2 black. Oh, actually that cost us. I didn't get the bets back out. That would have been one of the biggest wins we could have had. So I made a mistake there, and we're up 36 units still because we didn't get any bets down. But that cost us there, but that's okay. We're going to keep going here. And 26 black. Okay, there we go. We got a column split hit there anyway. So that would have been 2 in a row, though. That would have been nice. We're up 46 units already. Again, we'd be at $460 if we were using $10 units. With the dollar units, that's $46. And here we go. All right, let's see what we get here. That's a 1 red. Okay, that's a loss. So what we're going to do now is, again, increase by 1 unit. On the first one, you can just double because you're adding 1 unit when you double. But after that, you would just, again, increase by 1 unit. All right, that's a 25 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we increase by another unit. Here we go. Adding 1 to each stack. Okay. All right, it's time to spin again. Here we go. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a partial win. That's a good win, but we're not back up to where we were before. So let's go ahead and keep the bets the same and respin. Now, it's up to you, though. If you're doing really well, you can restart at any time if you're happy with where you're at. Let's go ahead and spin again without increasing. And here we go. That's a 30 red. Okay, and that's a total loss, so we add 1 more unit. And you can see that dropped us back, but once we hit, we'll be in good shape. And here we go. We're adding another unit to each. And let's spin. Here we go. That's a 9 red. That's another loss. We're going to add 1 more unit to each. Okay, it's time to spin, and here we go. That's a 33 black. That's another loss, so we add another unit. There we go. It's testing us now, but that's okay. That's another reason why it's good to use small unit sizes. And here we go. All right, let's get a win. That's a 00, though. That's not good. Okay, so let's increase again. Again, we're going to add a unit after every loss. And then after we get a win, we might need another one after this one. Let's see where we're at. But a column hit would be fantastic right now. And here we go. Let's see if we can get one. That's a 15 black. That's a win, but not a big win. And let's see where we're at. You can see now we're down. We need to rebet and keep the bet the same. And we need to get some wins in a row here now. Let's see if we can do that. That's a 32 red. Okay, we got a column hit. Fantastic. So we still need to keep the bets the same because we're not in session profit. So here we go. That's a 31 black. That's a loss, so we increase again. And here we go. All right, now we spin. So I think this is a good system to actually use small units on after testing it so far. And, okay, so we rebet, add a unit. fix that one. Okay, so we have $9 on each now. And let's spin. That's a 3 red. That's a loss. Now we're going to 10. And here we go. All right, we need our luck to change. But again, with patience and a bankroll, that can happen for us, just like a lot of these systems. But this has been a pretty rough ride. That's definitely a win there, but that's a partial win. So we need to go ahead and rebet and keep the bets the same. All right, here we go. 0-0. Man, this is not good luck today so far. So let's increase again. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this for people that are playing online or automated, where you can play for a couple dollars on each. And let's go ahead and spin. I do think, we started out really well. It's a little riskier, but if you do use larger units, you can get up a lot quick and cash out. But definitely more risk there. So it's something to think about. That's a 6 black. That's another loss. We increase again. Now we're at 12 each. But again, the good thing about starting with dollar units is we're only at 12 each on those, and if we had started with $10 units, we would have started with 10. So that's something to think about, because there's another loss there, and we're just on a really bad ride here. But with patience and a bankroll, we can get out of that. Let's see what we're down. And let's see here. We're down $428. So let's go ahead and spin. And let's see what we can get here. That's a 16 red. Okay, that's a partial win. So let's go ahead and rebet and keep the bets the same. And here we go. That's a 16 red. That's another partial win. We'll take it. Let's rebet and spin again. Let's see if we can get a column hit. That's a 12 red. And that's a total loss. So we need to increase by 1 again. And then we'll need to see how much we're down. We're at 14 on each now. And let's spin, and then we'll check our balance. We definitely need to get a couple of those splits in the second column, though. That's a 13 black. That's a partial win. So we'll rebet and spin, and then we'll check our balance again. That's a 32 red. Okay, we finally hit one, and we're still minus 232 though, so we need to rebet and keep the bets the same. We're going to need a couple of those to recover from this bad streak that we've been on. That's a partial win. We'll take it. Okay, now we're minus $176, and let's spin here and see if we can get a win. Okay, we got it. Let's see where we're at now. And let's spin again, because that was a partial win. That didn't get us all the way back with the column hit, but let's see if we can get one here. There's a 29 black. And we got one. Fantastic. Okay, so I would recommend, if you have a really bad run like that, I would go ahead and restart if you get back in any kind of good profit. So we're back up 20 units, and then I would go back to the original dollar units again. And just to be safe, let's go ahead and place the original bets out again so you can see that. We're going to put the 2-5 split, the 8-11 split, 32-35, 26-29, and we're going to put $1 on each of the streets. And let's spin. And I think this system's better than what you just saw there. I think we just had really, really bad luck. But at the beginning, you saw how good it was. Let's keep playing. And again, the reason I've been playing much longer lately is so you guys can see a much larger sample size. I think that's really important. and so that you'll see really good parts and really bad parts of every system. Hopefully the really good ones have more of that, but that's why I've been playing longer sessions. I hope you guys like that, and gives you a better idea before you go to the casino what a longer session would be like. There's another partial win. We'll take it. We're up 28 units now. It was good that we restarted. I mean, if we hadn't, we would be up a lot now, but we didn't know that it was going to turn around like that. So, you got to be safe sometimes, because just like there when we lost, and we're up 20 units now, you don't want to go further and further into the abyss. You want to try to be as safe as you can, protect your bankroll, and let's go ahead and spend. Here we go. Okay, so that was a partial win. Let's go ahead and rebet. Then I'm going to give you recommendations for bankroll, total bankroll on this here pretty soon, and that's going to be very important to your success with this. So stay tuned for that, and we're going to add a unit after those losses there. And here we go. Now we have 3 on each. Okay. Let's see what we get here. That's a 28 black. It's another total loss, so we're going to add another unit to each. And it's surprising how many losses we've had today, considering we actually have, if you count them all up there, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 numbers covered. You'd think we'd at least have half of the hits, but that, you know what that probably means, though, with patience and a bankroll, that eventually we're going to have more hits than we have losses, but it just takes time for that to happen sometimes. That's a 2 black. There we go. There's a column hit finally. Now we're back up 28 units, and then we reset. So let's take that back to 8, and then I'll start going over what I recommend for this on bankroll and unit size. And let's see what we get here. It's a 30 red. Okay, let's rebet that and add a unit. Again, on the first one, you can actually hit the double because you're just adding 1 unit. And then after that, you need to add them in separately. That's a 5 red. Okay, we hit one. Fantastic. So that was a column split hit. Now we're up 40 units. So let's go ahead and rebet and take that down to 8. And let's spin. All right. And there's another one. So you saw how rough it started. Now we're starting to get in good shape here. We're up 50 units. So I don't think it's a bad system by any means. I think we just had some poor luck, which is why you need bankroll and patience, which I'm going to go over more of the bankroll here soon. See, there's another one. Look at that. Okay, so now we're up 60 units. And here we go. All right. That's a 26 black. Okay, another win. Look at that. So we just needed some time and some patience and bankroll for things to come around for us, because we're back up 70 units. And here we go. That is a 6 black. And let's go ahead and add our unit after that loss. Again, on the first one, you can actually double because you're just adding 1 unit by doubling. And here we go. That's a 29 black. Okay, we got it again. Now we're up 82 units. All right, let's go back to 8. Because when we're in session profit, we restart. And here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, that is a loss, so we add a unit. And let's spin. 35 black. All right, we got another one. So see, we just needed some patience. And now we're up 94 units. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a loss. All right. So actually on that last one, we were supposed to reset back to 8, and I don't think we did. So let's just stay right where we're at 16. That would be adding one more unit. So that cost us a little bit, and let's go ahead and spin. Every once in a while, if I'm talking and playing, I make a little bit of a mistake. Sorry about that. And let's see what we get here. That's a 4 black. That's a loss. So we increase by a unit. All right. All right, let's go ahead and spin now. Again, it's real important to remember where you were at when your last session profit level was up there. And there's a win. So right now, remember, we're up 74. And let's go ahead and we're not actually at session profit there yet. You could restart if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and spin again, see if we can get back where we were in session profit. That's a 33 black. That's a loss, but that is a risk when you do that. So let's go ahead and add a unit to each. We just have 4 on each now. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 5 red. Okay, we got the win. So now we're up 90 units. So we restart. That's new session profit. Let's go back to 8. And let's spin. Okay, there's another win. So things are turning our way now. We're up 100 units. And let's go ahead and spin again. And one thing you need to realize too is even though you're using dollar units, it's still an $8 bet. So it's not like you're only betting $1. So when I go over the bankroll here soon, that's why it's going to be a little bit higher than you would think. And here we go. Now we're on 16. We added a unit to each. And that's a 29 black. And we got it. So new session profit again. Now we're up 112 units. And we're back to the original dollar on each, 8. And here we go. That's a 3 red. Okay. We're going to increase by 1 unit after that loss. Let's see where we're at first. Remember where we're at. We're up 104 units. And let's spin, see if we can get a win. That's a 3 red. It's a loss, so we're going to increase by 1 unit again. So here we go. All right, now we can spin. That's a 23 red. All right, that's a win there. We're up 100 units. And once you get up this much, it's okay if you don't get all the way back up to session profit before you restart. So let's try that this time. Let's go ahead and go back to 8 or 1 on each. Because once you are doing really, really well, you need to protect your bankroll a little bit more. And if you're close to session profit, go ahead and restart. And there you go. We got a column hit. And sure, yeah, if we hadn't reset there, we'd be up a lot more right now. But that's a safety move. So now we're up 110 units. And let's spin again. That's a 5 red. There's another win. Fantastic. Okay, we're up 120 units now. And let's spin. That's 19 red. We'll take that partial win on the second 12. We're up 124 units. That's really important to remember. And here we go. That's a 31 black. That's a loss, so let's go ahead and rebet and add a unit. And here we go. That's a 36 red. That's a loss, so let's go ahead and add a unit. There we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, we'll take that. That's a column split hit. Fantastic. We're up 130 units now. Let's reset. And now let's start talking a little bit about bankroll. And we're going to start again with $1 on each, though. So again, we talked about if we were using, usually if we use systems where it's just $1 total bet, a lot of times the bankrolls are pretty small, like $200. But since we're actually starting with $8 on each, let's go ahead and add our unit here while I'm talking. But since we're actually doing that, I would recommend at least 500 for dollar units. And if you're going to use $2 units on automated or something like that, I would recommend 1,000. So it's a little higher than you would think, but most dollar systems wouldn't make this much money this quickly either. And at the beginning, I'm sure you saw how much money we made really quickly. And before we had a little bit of a rough stretch there, you can actually get up pretty quick. And let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Okay, that's a 30 red. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to add a unit. Remember too how it's important where we were at. So remember we were over 100 units there. And let's spin. That's a 19 red. That's a partial win. We'll take it. All right. So we're back at 98 units. And let's go ahead and keep it the same. Try to get a little closer to session profit before we restart. That's a 32 red. And there we go. Okay, so that's new session profit. We're up 138 units. So now let's back up to 8 and spin. Here we go. It's 11 black. And there's another column split hit. And we're up 148 units now. And here we go. All right. 24 black. And that's a partial win. We'll take that. Anytime you hit the second 12, and we're up 152 units now. But again, this is why I'm playing longer sessions now, because you're going to get to see the good and the bad with each system, and you're going to determine if that, if that works for you or not. And with the shorter sessions I was doing, a lot of times you only got to see the good or the bad early, and this way you get to see both and make a decision whether you want to use it at the casino or not. So obviously this system has a really good upside. You saw how it struggled a little bit earlier as well. So that's why the bankroll has to be spot on. And again, I would recommend at least $500 on dollar units for this, or $1,000 for $2 units. But remember, if you're at $2 units, that's a $16 starting bet. So it's not like you're only betting $2. So that's why the bankroll's a little bit higher. And that's a 15 black. That's a partial win. We'll take it. We're up 166 units. And let's spin again. That's a 19 red. All right, we'll take the partial win there on second 12. We're up 170 units. And let's spin again. 14 red. That's a partial win. We'll take it. And 174. Up 174 units now. That's a great turnaround. That's a 5 red. Oh, actually, we didn't get the bet down that time. Okay, sorry about that. Let's spin again. And that's a 2 black. There we go. Okay, so now we're up 184 units. And let's rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 10 black. That's a loss, so we're gonna, again, you can hit the double button once if you're playing on automated or online, because that's adding a unit. But then after that, you need to just add them in individually. And here we go. That's a 10 black. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and add a unit to each. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and spin here. 0, ouch. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a rough run now. Okay, so you can see how that cut into our profits. But again, we're just going to keep adding 1 to each. And we're hoping for a column split win here. So here we go. Also take a bunch of partial wins as well. But that's 11 black, and that is a column split win there. Fantastic. So we're at 176. This is when you have to make that decision whether you want to restart and take a loss. But let's go ahead and stick with it. And since we're not in session profit, let's go ahead and try to spin again at the same amount. So here we go. That's a 14 red. We'll take the partial win. So now we're 192. We're getting close. And we're going to stay there a little longer. And again, don't increase the bet when you get a partial win. There's a 9 red. There's a total loss. But that is a risk when you go further down the progression. So remember that. And that's why if you're close, it's not a bad idea, especially if you're doing well, to restart. And here we go. 00. See, that might have been a good time for us to restart. Good learning lesson there, but we're going to keep going with it. And we're going to add a unit to each. And whether it's a few partial wins or... Oh, actually, I already put those ones on. Okay, there we go. Partial wins are good. Big wins are good. Any wins are good. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. 00, 00. So it's trying to get us now. Let's go ahead and increase those to 7 now. All right, let's spin. 32 red. All right, we got a hit. Let's see where we're at. We're at 142 now. Again, you have to make that decision whether you're going to restart or not. We're going to stay and try to get a little closer to session profit, but that is a risk. There's a partial win there, though. Let's see how far away we are. We're not that far away, so it would be a good time to restart, but we're going to try to get a little closer here. That's a partial win. We'll take it. Okay, we're at 198. I think that's close enough. Let's restart. Let's be smart. And let's back that up to 8 again. $1 on each. And be safe about it and restart. And, when you're up almost 200 units, that's pretty good. So you want to protect that a little bit. Now, that being said, look what would have happened if we had rebet. We would have won huge there. But we're back up 208 units. Can't complain. And I think that was a good safety measure because you never know when that's going to happen. So you have to make your best judgment. And there's a partial win. We're up 212 units now. And here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a loss. We're going to rebet and add a unit and spin. 11 black. Okay, we won on the column and the split. We're up 224 units. We reset to 8 and spin again. So yeah, thank you for sending this in, Randall. This has been really good. At times it's been a little rough, and at other times it's been fantastic. But the good thing is we're up 234 units now. So let's go ahead and rebet that. Again, the bankroll on this would be, for dollar units, would be 500, and for $2 units would be 1,000. And again, that's because you're starting with, if you were on $2 units, you'd be starting with $16 on the first bet. So it's not like you're only betting $2. And here we go. But bankroll and patience is everything. If you don't have it, then things can go south pretty quick. So 27 red. Sometimes you have to endure the bad to get to the good. And that's really important when you're playing roulette. And here we go. Now we're at 3 on each, and let's spin. There we go. That's a 2 black. We'll take that. Now we're up 240 units. Let's reset that to 8. And here we go. And again, when you're in session profit or close to session profit, you reset. That's a 26 black. Oh, actually, I messed the bets up on that one. We should have won. So let me see what I did there. Oh, man, that's not good. Okay, so again, let's put the bets out again after that little debacle. And that cost us a little money there, but that's okay. The main thing is I wanted to show you guys the good and the bad with this system, and the good was really good. The bad was, rough for a little while, but with patience and bankroll, we got through it. We're up 232 units on dollar units, which is pretty incredible. And I'd love to see what you guys think down in the comments, as usual with this. I think that would be fantastic. That's what the channel's all about. Also, test this on your simulators or apps. Let me know what your results are before going to the casino. And I just really appreciate everyone's support of the channel. If you haven't signed up for the TRM fan club, you still can. It's only 99 cents a month, and you can sign up for it with the link in the description. You can also click on join on the homepage to do that. And that would be fantastic. I appreciate all your support. And take advantage of some of the other fun things like the polls that come out every day at 8 a.m. with the videos. If you like to take polls, that's something that you might enjoy doing. Also, if you're having trouble navigating through the channel, I know there's a lot of videos. There's a top 10 playlist coming up here. There's a top 5 as well when you go into playlists. And also, too, when I was talking about the polls, that's on the community page. So make sure you know how to get there. And again, you guys are fantastic. I have so many systems that keep getting sent in. Oh, and there was one last one there where I put those up. So yeah, that's fantastic. And this is just such a great community. I feel so fortunate to have such smart people in it. And keep sending your systems in. That's what keeps it going every day. It helps us find the best systems possible, and it's a lot of fun for me as well. I hope you enjoy testing these systems out, and can really be a lot of fun. So again, thank you for everything. This is the Roulette Master. Actually ended up 242 units up, and that's pretty awesome, Randall. Thanks for sending this one in. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.